back. I told you guys I'm going to be trying to go live consistently. So I'm putting this out there right now. I will be going live every other day on YouTube. Wait a minute, I'll do that. I will be going live every other day on YouTube. So if you missed the live that I've done, please guys, go to my channel, go rewatch the live. It's there for you. It ain't going nowhere. So go ahead and rewatch the live. But I will be going live every other day. Okay? So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification button so you get me. So you get notified when I'm on. Okay, so y'all, today I want to talk about something most people don't know what's really going to happen, and that's with jobs and its economy and its administration and all this craziness that's going on. One of the reasons why I love being a federal concierge is because what happens in the administration in Washington, guess what? It doesn't affect us. It does not affect us. And let me tell you why. This is why you should really consider becoming a federal concierge, because it really does not affect us. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why it does not affect us is because, once again, y'all always going to hear me shout out this website, sam.gov, 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 okay? Go to sam.gov, check it out. But on sam.gov, the government, different branches of the government are posting what they need done. Actively posting every single day. Today, yesterday, tomorrow, they're going to be posting things that they need fulfilled. These are jobs that they're looking to pay for somebody to do. Which means, one, you're not working for the government. Y'all gonna hear me say this all the time. I do not work for the government. I work with, that was so lame. I work with the government. I do not work for the government. And because the government is posting these jobs on sam.gov, things that they need, it's kind of like their wish list, kind of like their to-do list, right? The government's not going to do their own work, which boggles me because they got workers to do it. But hey, I'm cool with that because that keeps me in business. The government is hiring other people to do their work. They're hiring subcontractors, right? Us. So what they're posting on sam.gov is what they need at the moment. So you hear all the people about losing their job, government employees losing their job, they're making them retire, they're doing this, they're doing that. That doesn't affect me because I am fulfilling the need that the government is asking for right this minute. Meaning they have money set aside for that. So when you hear about, all the crazy stuff going on in the administration, when you hear about the government shut down, because I used to work for a Department of Homeland Security where when the government shut down, yes, we did not get paid. We still had to go to work because it was national security, but we did not get paid. We got paid eventually, but you know what I'm saying. When it comes to this, having your subcontractors going out doing work, even if it was a government shutdown, and I know you're probably thinking, well, if the government shut down and you have a subcontractor doing work for the government, aren't your subcontractors not going to get paid? You know what? I've been through this. I've been through a government shutdown. And you know what? One department that they do not shut down is the finance department. And you want to know my take on why they do not shut down the finance department during the government shutdown? Because they know if they did, every single thing that the government is asking, the lawn care, HVAC, elevator maintenance, all of that stuff that they're asking people to do, that's going to stop. Oh, you're not going to pay me? We ain't doing no work. So the finance department where I submit my invoices to, they don't shut down. I actually asked them that in the last government the last government shutdown, and they said, oh no, we still working because we got to pay our vendors because our vendors got to continue to do their job. So unfortunately and fortunately, anything that is going on with the government, any craziness, it does not affect federal concierge, aka government contractors. So if that alone doesn't convince you that you are always going to have job security if that alone does not convince you that you should look into, I'm not saying you have to jump into it, I'm not saying you have to do it, but look into seeing what it takes to become a federal concierge, I don't know what to tell you. Because it is definitely job security 1,000%. Because the government still needs what they need. Okay? Imagine if all the subcontractors the government was using just stopped working. Oh, it really gonna be a shutdown. It's really gonna be a shutdown. Nothing is gonna get done. That will never happen, guys. That will never happen. So being a government contractor, being a federal concierge is job security. Now you might hear people talking about, oh yeah, but they're cutting off grants and they're cutting off this and they're cutting off that. Guess what? As a federal concierge, we don't do anything with grants. I do absolutely nothing with grants. Okay? My stuff is all federal. I don't have to do anything with grants. I don't have anything to do with loans. So before you fix your mouth to ask that, the answer is that don't apply to us. We are subcontracting what the government needs. Okay? So if that is something you're interested in, I am having a masterclass on how to get started, on how we submit our proposals, and some other information that you would need to know. In the description below, go ahead and register for the masterclass, because I'm telling you, if you're looking for another stream of income, this is it. The beauty about this, you don't have to quit your day job. I mean, if you like your day job, cool. Some people actually work their day jobs and do this on the side. Some people are trying to replace this with their day job. I mean, place their day job with this. Some people are doing it both, part-time and part-time. Whatever schedule you want to make as a federal concierge, you can make. All right? So, now for those of you just joining me, I'm ConConnects. Let me explain to you exactly what a federal concierge is, because you might be like, I don't even know what she's talking about. Like, what is she talking about? A federal concierge is a company that provides goods and services to the federal government. Think of us as personal shoppers for the federal government and or personal maintenance workers for the federal government. Whatever they ask us to do, that's what we do. Now, the difference between a federal concierge and a, say, your business is that we don't do any other physical work, but we still get paid the physical money. Okay, that was so nice. We don't do any of physical work, but we still get paid money, okay, to manage the contract. The difference between my company, like if you had a lawn care company, and a federal concierge, is I would find you, your company, to work on my contract versus you taking your company and working on that contract. You see the difference? I don't do any physical work, which means I can have contracts all over the U.S., all global. I can have contracts anywhere, because as long as I find someone to do the work for me, I can get it done. I can get whatever the government needs. And that's the beauty of being a federal concierge. The most thing I might do, is get a cramp in my fingers from typing all the invoices I gotta submit. That's it. We don't touch the ground. We don't do any physical labor, but we get paid a lot of money to manage the contracts. And so you're like, well, how much money? You keep talking about a lot of money. Well, how much money we get paid? Guess what? I don't make up that figure. You make up that figure. You want to make $10,000 a month? Okay, cool. Do you? You want to make $80,000 a month? You can do that too. You want to make $1 million a month? Now y'all might be like, come on now, $1 million? Yes, $1 million. And I actually know somebody who makes $1 million a month off of 2 contracts. Okay, so it's possible. You decide how much you want to make for managing the contract. Now you might say, well, what does managing entail? What do I have to do? The only thing you have to do when you're managing contracts is follow up with the point of contact to make sure everything is good. Follow up every week, every other week. You know, if nothing is going on, follow up every week is a good time frame. But every other week, whatever, once a month, whatever, you can do that too. Submit invoices. Now, that's the most important thing, because you want to get paid, right? And you want your subcontractor to get paid, right? So that they can continue to work and trust you. Yeah. So you submit invoices. And then you delegate tasks sometimes, depending on what type of contract you have. For example, I've had a couple of independent contractors work for me. That means individual people who are hired through my company to work my contracts. And for those, I have to do a little bit more management because it's individual people. I have to delegate a little bit more. But even still, I don't check in that often because the people I hire, they're good. They do what they're supposed to do. I may check in once a month or if that, and then at the end of the year before their contract is up, I do like a little evaluation. That's it. Okay? So manage that. And then coordinate things. So for example, what did I say? We provide goods and services. So that also includes products. We provide products to the government. We provide actual services to the government. So I coordinate the product shippings and stuff. So for example, I had a tent contract. They wanted a certain tent. We submitted a bid. We won. So what I had to do to work for my money is I contacted the subcontractor and say, hey, this is the address. Please send me the shipping information, send me the confirmation, send me the tracking information. I took that information, I gave it to my point of contact and said, hey, this is when they're going to be shipped. Here's the tracking so you can track it, and you're good to go. And then I followed up maybe a couple of days in to see where they were. Once it got delivered, I confirmed that it was delivered. I confirmed that they delivered it. And bam, that was it. My money is sent to me in nice large lump, okay? That's all we do for management. We're just making sure things are running smoothly. But we don't have to touch a supply. We don't have to touch a product. We don't have to touch the ground, okay? We provide those goods and services to the federal government by using subcontractors. You may have heard it called the middleman strategy. That's what we do. We are truly the middle people. So once again, if this is something that it seems like you're interested in just learning, just checking out, remember, you get job security for sure, because government contractors are always needed. Always. You get paid whatever salary you want to get paid. There is no cap. There is no minimum. You get paid what you want to get paid, okay? And then, of course, the time freedom. You can work this whenever you want. Like I said, you can still have your full-time job and do this on the side. You can be part-time and do this part-time. You can have this full-time and not have a regular job. It doesn't matter. Whatever your schedule wants to be, that's what it's going to be. Okay? Now, if this is something you're interested, you may just be hearing this for the first time. I am going to be on live YouTube every other day. Okay? So you can come in, ask your questions. I'm going to be here answering your questions. I got to go in a little bit because I got a class to teach. But I'm going to be here answering your questions. Before you go, please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know that I am live here waiting for your questions. And then if it's something you're interested in getting to know, go ahead to the description below and register for my masterclass from 0 to 6 figures, how I became a federal concierge and the #1 reason why people fail. Go ahead and register for that masterclass March 29th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And come ask your questions, come learn how to get started, how the whole process works, and maybe even decide this might be something you actually want to do. Job security feels amazing. And like I said, with all this craziness going on, y'all want to feel like you got a secure job. Y'all taking care of your families. Y'all may be taking care of your moms, your dad, your children, whoever. This is it. That's all I got to say. I'm so serious. This is it. So I got a class to teach. Once again, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Hit the notification button so you get notified when I go live. I will be going live every other day. Y'all, I'm trying to get better at the social media thing on YouTube. So I'm going to be going live every other day. Don't forget to register for the webinar below in the description. If y'all have any questions, y'all can always, I don't know if I'm able to, I don't know if I turned on comments. I think I turned on comments. So while I'm going live, please feel free to ask any questions that you have. I am here to serve you and answer your questions so that you can get on board. I want everybody to live that financial freedom life. I'm not financially free yet, but I'm very close. Well, technically, I am financially free when it comes to bills, but like when it comes to debt, I'm still, you know, working on that. But that's only one contract away, y'all. That's one contract. And y'all, just so you know, the average contract win profit for you is 5 to 6 figures. That's the average contract win profit to you. 5 to 6 figures. 5 to 6 figures. Okay? I'm just saying, don't believe me. If you don't believe me, come to the masterclass and come ask questions. I love skeptics. I love them. All right, guys, I gotta go, but I really appreciate whoever's watching for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe, hit the notification button, and go ahead and register for the masterclass on March 29th. I'll see you in 2 days. Yeah, I'll see you in 2 days. All right, guys, have a good night. Bye.